What up, guys? This is Monkey Figure Reviews, and before we get started, I would like to wish everyone a happy new year, a happy 2021. I hope that this year will be much more awesome for you guys. Blessings to you, your family, and your loved ones, and more importantly, stay healthy and stay happy. Maybe for us One Piece collectors, we hope that more awesome figures will be coming out for us this year. And also, I'd like to once again apologize that I've been quite inactive on this channel, as well as my Instagram, because I'm really struggling with my work commitments, finding the time. But I'll definitely still do so, keep this channel alive. So I hope you guys will still come along and share your thoughts and opinions, as well as listening to mine. Alright, so we are gonna do a news video today on upcoming Banpresto / Bandai Spirits figures. And I want to kick it off with the Grandista, Nero, Zoro, and Sanji, because in my last video in October, and maybe even the video before that, we didn't really got the information for the additional parts for the Nero figures. So this is Zoro and this is Sanji. They're kind of getting like an angry face, like a bit comical, manga-ish, cartoonish angry face for both of them, Sanji and Zoro. And I know that I did mention previously that I find Zoro especially very, very lazy. It's just kind of like an angry face and him pulling out his sword. But I think with this new additional head sculpt, it is much more worth it to get. I think it's very, very funny, and more importantly, I think it is more unique. So I don't think there's any figures you can find this face of Zoro or Sanji for the matter. So it'll be really, really cool if you can just pair them side by side with these angry faces, and maybe with Luffy smiling happily in the middle. I think it'll be quite funny. So definitely made it much more interesting, and personally I will get this Zoro now, even though I said I didn't want to get it previously. So yeah, and that's about it. Just an update for you guys for these two figures. And okay, this is just like I mashed it up so that you guys have an idea of how they might look like next to each other. I apologize that it's not too clear, but I hope you guys can sort of get the idea. Just Zoro and Sanji bickering and fighting as usual. Alright, and these are the new figures. We're starting with the new figures. And first one on the list is Glitter and Glamours Nami Kung Fu Style. So her height is 25 cm and the release date is April 2021. Now, I'm not too sure what to make of this, because it's kind of like, I don't know, it just doesn't really impress me much. I'm not sure because there's like too many Nami figures and even Robin figures nowadays, and it's just them cosplaying, doing different costumes, different outfits. So the novelty, I guess, has kind of went down for me. But I think it still looks rather good, rather decent overall from this prototype at least. And she's kind of doing some martial arts, and you can see the design on the T-Pao. She has a climber tech here. Hair is flowing nicely. The face looks alright. And yeah, she's just generally red in color. I have no idea if this is done because like Chinese New Year is coming or anything. Could be, or maybe not, but I think it's quite a coincidence. And this is the B version. So this is the A version, red in color, and this is the B version. And essentially, it's just basically the outfit color changes. Everything else is pretty much the same. And I just want to mention also that I feel personally that the Glitter and Glamours series recent figures, they have not been doing too well in terms of the quality. And it might still be the same for the upcoming figures. We will have to see. Yep, nothing much to talk about, really. That's all. I think it's okay. No other photos to show different angles. And this is also quite interesting. This is Better Record Collection Kinemon, and his height is 16 cm. He is supposed to come out in April as well. So for Better Record Collection, we have, including this guy, we have 4 figures. We have Sanji, we have Karakuri, we have, who's the other one? We have Wano Luffy, and now we have Kinemon. And I think, honestly, Kinemon deserves a lot more figures. Okay, he deserves a lot more figures, and I'm glad he's getting another one. And this one is pretty badass as well because he kind of has that fire flames bursting out from his sword, and that makes it a little bit more cool with the special effects. But I do see that, from what I can tell from this picture, that kind of like the surface, the texture is a little bit too smooth, too clean for me, and it can look look a bit lacking in effort to show more details, even like show more lines to show those manga strokes, you know what I mean? And I think the face is alright. The face is pretty good, and looks like it comes with a base. I'm not sure why. Probably this is just, maybe the figure can't stand well on its own or something, but hopefully not, because I really dislike those big bases, especially for the first one for Better Record Collection Sanji. The big base is a huge turn off. Yeah, but other than that, I think the figure seems to be okay as well. I think it'll be a great one for people who want to collect him and you missed out on the S Cultures Figure Colosseum Kinemon. I recently got that figure actually, and that figure is crazy. It is insane. It is so amazing. I will show it to you guys soon. I'll do a review on it. And hopefully this Kinemon figures comes out even better than this prototype image. Maybe they improve on the texturing and stuff. But even if they don't, I think for the rarity of this character, it will still be a pretty good one to get. There seems to be a very ugly seam line here though. Like very, very obvious, which is kind of weird. Not sure why they didn't do it in other places, but yeah, it can be a bit of eyesore to some of you out there. But the outfit, painting, and everything looks okay. And I guess, okay, maybe when I look at the effects now, maybe the effects could have been more insane. Like the volume of the flames could have been much more. This looks a bit, kind of stingy. Kind of stingy when it comes to the effects. Alright, and this next one, this is Grandline Man Wano. Wano Kuni Volume 10. And of course, this is the biggest chat of all, Kozuki Oden. His height is 17 cm and he's also supposed to be released in April. Alright, so the image is not the best, but I think this figure of Oden looks pretty amazing from the prototype. Like, it's really showing his, his big build, his physique, his muscles. I really like, his freaking legs, man. Because One Piece characters, they always have skinny legs, but for Oden, he has got everything. This guy does not skip legs day. And even like those veins popping out from those muscles, the thigh, the calf. Dude, that looks really, really good. Leg hair, and I'm not sure why I started from the leg first, but yeah, even the outfit itself, you can see some shading here, and the creases looks very cool. More details with the creases, more natural. The two swords, and the smile is great as well. The muscles on the arms, fantastic. Okay, I think this is really, really good. But as usual, I would like to remind everyone once again that the Grandline Man series quality, when it comes to the actual final product, in my opinion, really has not been very, very good. Very lackluster when it comes to the even like the finishing, even like the, I don't know, sometimes like the facial features get messed up. So I would just say keep that in mind, just like I said for the Whitebeard Grandline Man. Keep that in mind before you buy them, even though they look really, really awesome. So at the very least, lower your expectations in case it comes screwed up. But I hope really they don't, because this sculpt of Oden looks really good. Alright, even the swords, like the paints looks amazing. The others, like, the reflective paints around there. But I think mainly for me, the main attractive point is really the muscles. They have given him justice when it comes to that area. And next one, we have Sweet Style Pirates, Nefertari Vivi. Again, we have version A and version B. Her height is 23 cm and also coming out in April. So for me, I have not been collecting the Sweet Style Pirates because it's kind of like not canon for me. And for basically, it's kind of like having female characters dressed up like their animal friends counterparts. So in this case, Vivi is sort of wearing a Karu. Is that a duck's name? Karu's team outfit. So you get like the helmet that the duck always wears, and the yellow color top. So I guess that's where they got the inspiration from. And usually the price B is kind of just a lighter color. And it is the same here. I think it is alright. I think it's a pretty interesting, I guess, outfit. So for someone who have been collecting the Sweet Style Pirates series, this will definitely be another great addition. Particularly, I like the scarf, I guess. It gives more volume to the figure, more life due to the way they position the scarf. Oh, even the hair is lighter here. Okay, take note of that. Okay, now this. Alright, this I want to tell a short story because I was just kind of scrolling through Instagram and I saw this new figure announced, and because they have been doing the Grandline Men Wano, Whitebeard, as well as Oden. When I first saw this picture, I straight away assumed that this is just also Grandline Men. And I only found out that it is not when I was preparing for this video, looking for more information. Then I realized that, oh my god, this is actually King of Artists Goldie Roger. So King of Artists is actually giving us this figure, and I am so freaking happy that they are doing bigger figures again, bigger scale figures again. And I know that they recently did Luffy and Zoro not too long ago, but I kind of think that those figures, even in the original prototype, they don't look as good as this Roger. This Roger looks absolutely freaking fantastic, guys. He looks amazing, and his height is 23 cm. It's supposed to come out in May. I mean, the character likeness looks to be on point. The hair looks fantastic, and you can see like the details on the coats, on the shirts. And from what I can tell, like just by looking at the muscles here, the way they sculpted, and even the pants here, the texturing, like with those lines that you kind of see in manga to show sort of a shading. This is very, very close to the earliest style from the King of Artists figures. Like the earlier Luffy figures, the Ace, even Law. That was like, to me, that was the peak of King of Artists, and I'm so glad if this will be very close to that standard. And man, Roger is just full of swag. Just look at him here. He is totally the Pirate King. And his sword is here. Some jewelry, some pearls. And the creases is just fantastic. The texturing, I love it a lot. The boots. And of course the coats, the swag from the coats. Can you imagine if you have this Roger and Ace side by side with each other? The King of Artists Ace is the one that is squatting down. That would be really quite a cool pair to display. And we have more photos, more angles, more details on the sword handle. Okay, and you can definitely see the shoulder pads of the coats. And more of the creases, the details. This is the back. Man, I am so excited for this guy. It's been a while since I've been so excited for a Banpresto Bandai Spirits figures, but this really piqued my interest. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you are as excited as me. And a lot of gold paints, and I think that it's really, really cool. Really matches Roger very well. Alright, and the next one, this is back to Glitter and Glamours Nico Robin Kung Fu style. So similar to Nami before, we have another Kung Fu style Robin, and also two versions A and B. So this is version A, and this is this is version B, the white color. And the height is 25 cm, also coming out in May. Now, before I really get into talking about the figure, I just want to say that what happened to old Robbie, like Glitter and Glamours old Robbie, Geisha Robin? They should just, come on man, Glitter and Glamours, give us Geisha Robin, please. At the very least, you gave us Ninja, Nami, and Robin. Come on, you can at least give us Geisha, I guess, Nami if you want to. Geisha, Nami, and Robin together. And I really want a big scale Geisha Robin. Please, GNG. Hope you can give it to us. And of course, this Robin, I think it's also pretty much my thoughts on this is quite similar to Nami. It's kind of wearing like a black T-pao, some flower theme on it. And she's holding 2 daggers, which is much more different. I think Nami is just doing some kung fu moves. So you can see her body is sort of in motion. So her hair is kind of in mid-air, some of it. And generally the black suits Robin really well. She's very good with dark colors. Show you guys more angles. The slits is really, really high to, of course, make her more sexy, to show more of the legs and make her outfit more revealing. This is the back view. You can look at the hair and more patterns on the T-pao. This is the other side. The painting on the daggers looks to be pretty good as well. Some pearl earrings too. And this is the white version. I think she looks fantastic in this white outfit, white color as well. She has kind of like a more, I think, black, she looks more like a assassin, kind of fits her role of being a spy. But white, she looks much more glamorous and classy, in my opinion. And if I were to get this figure, most likely I'll be going for the white one, because I don't think I have any Robin figures in white outfit. But I really hope that GNG holds their standard or brings it back up to where it was compared to the recent ones, because man, they have been so disappointing. Okay, so this guy right here is the second one, which I'm also very excited about after King of Artists Roger. And this is Grandline Children Wano Kuni Volume 1, Shanks. Okay, red hair Shanks, 9 cm tall, coming out in May. A lot of things to talk about this figure. First of all, it is that this is so unique. I'm not so sure if we will be getting a kid Shanks anymore next time in the future. Maybe POP might do it. We never know. We will have to see. But I think for price figures, other than the Ichiban Kuji coming out, this Shanks is probably the only one we are likely going to get. And I was just thinking that from previous experiences with Grandline Children scale, they are very, very close to the POP Mao series with the young versions of the Straw Hat crew. They are very close, maybe just a little bit bigger. And I'm thinking whether or not this figure will match well with the POP Shanks. I think if they do, they will look really cool next to each other. And of course, let's look at the details. We have the Jolly Roger from Roger's crew, and Shanks here is kind of having a silly smile, eating a chocolate. This is the chocolate bar. It's covered by this thing, and it's kind of like just squatting down. And the details looks to be fairly decent, if you ask me. The straw hats and even the texturing on this hat itself is you can see it's supposed to be like leather. And we have a sword, some sort of a belt over his shoulders, red pants, as well as the boots. So I'm thinking that if Shanks is coming out, likely Volume 2 will be buggy, and even just the both of them like this will be very awesome. And if you do not want to get the Ichiban Kuji that is coming out, because maybe that is kind of smaller, then this will be a great alternative for you guys. Okay, and really, having this young Shanks is so unique as a character, as a figure. I think most people will be getting this. This is definitely second on my list after Roger. And yeah, I guess we're coming to the end. And what I saw recently is that they are sort of doing a re-release for the One Piece magazine figures, A Piece of Dream. And this is Volume 1 Ace, Volume 2 Sabo, Volume 3 Luffy, and Volume 4 Garp. So they are doing like a special color re-release version. We have no idea how they're gonna look like, okay, as of now, and they're supposed to come out in June. So they are gonna be released as a set again. And this is also another chance for people to get the sets if they missed out previously. Alright, that's all I have for this video. Some interesting figures coming out, some not so interesting. Let me know what you guys think as usual in the comments section below. And if you're new here, you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on new videos like this. Thank you guys so much for listening in. I'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye.